Hello, I am Test Drive and welcome to a technically new Let's Play. This is Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, and real quick here before we really talk much about why this is a technicality, we'll go ahead and create a driver profile. And I will be, oh god, and I have to backspace everything. Is there lowercase anywhere? Oh, there is, look at that. Haha! I'm smart. So we will create a new driver profile on the Xbox hard disk because this is the Xbox version of this game, which, believe it or not, is very different from the PlayStation 2 version. And now I have to change the music volume because even though this game has a really good soundtrack, it is of course copyrighted. So yeah, we won't be listening to it. So sadly, we won't be able to hear the only game I've ever known besides like Rock Band and Guitar Hero to have Rush. There is a Rush song in this game. I can pick the soundtracks off my hard drive. That's funny. But anyways, yeah. Welcome to Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 on the Xbox. So yes, the PlayStation 2 version of this game, which I played before. If you didn't see it, there's a whole playlist of it if you want to watch it. Over this one or before this one or in general, it is on my channel. But that was developed by Black Box, who went on to, of course, develop the Underground games and Most Wanted, Carbon, Pro Street, Undercover, and I think only one other than that was The Run, right? I think so. But this was their first game that they made for EA. But on the Xbox, GameCube, and PC, which was actually supposed to be the main version of the game, it was produced, or developed, I don't know, I keep saying produced. It was developed by EA Seattle. So there's a lot of differences. It's funny because the PS2 version was handed off to Black Box because they were like, oh, the PlayStation 2 was the weakest console. So they're like, oh yeah, you can just handle this. And then it ended up having what many say is the best version of the game. And I've only played a little bit of this version. I've owned it for a long time. I only played a little bit, and I can pretty much say that that's going to be true. But let's go ahead and get started in our very different main menu here compared to the PS2 version. We have Hot Pursuit mode and Championship modes, which are basically the same as the ones in the other Hot Pursuit 2, other PS2 version. Single challenge, you can just make up whatever you want. Options, obviously I went here a little bit. So we have audio, we have heads-up display options, which is perfectly fine by me. We have game options. I want vibration on, jump camera, 360 camera, split screen autosave. Yeah, that's fine. We have a driver profile, so I can actually look at my stats, which is cool. I can also update, delete, or load. I don't know what update means. I'm not going to worry about it. And we have the credits, and for some reason at the very end, we have the controller options. So, interesting thing. This game uses PS2 controls on an Xbox controller default. So A is gas, X is reverse, brake and reverse, and then the triggers are shift down and shift up. Obviously being on an Xbox. Although, the Xbox does feature pressure-sensitive face buttons, I don't want to use them. I would rather use the triggers. So we shall switch this up. We can actually use the right stick for gas and brake, which is better-ish. And then we have C. Actually, C is the only one that has the gas and brake how I want them neat. And that is that. That is our options set up. And finally, we have a quick race mode, which is literally just throws you directly into something. Something completely random. So, I think just like PS2 version, I'm going to go one by one and go back and forth between the Hot Pursuit mode and the Championship mode to play through this entire game. Beat the heat in 33 career events and become the ultimate road racer. And then Championship is compete in 33 career events to win the title of World Champion. Okay, so we'll hop into this real quick. Hot Pursuit Tree is a series of intense police-based events. Choose an unlocked event. Locked events are in gray color. And press advance to see a description of the event. Press advance again to enter the event. Win medals in each event to unlock additional events and earn more points. That was hard to read for some reason. But yeah, we do have a tree of events here, like the PlayStation 2 version. Although it is set up differently. You move from the top to the bottom instead of... I think it was the bottom to the top. It was different in PS2 for sure. But we only have one unlocked so far, of course. And it is the Lotus Elise delivery, which I think was actually the first thing I did, like exactly down to the name in the PS2 version. But it is a point-to-point race. We have unlocked it. Start your hot pursuit career by delivering the stunning Lotus Elise. You have 5 minutes and 30 seconds to get to your destination to earn a bronze medal. Get there in under 5 minutes for the silver, or a blistering 4 minutes 30 for the gold. Watch out for the cops, though. They've been setting up speed traps along this stretch of road and are on the lookout for the likes of you. Another change. We have medals instead of just win the race. We have to actually get gold medals of sorts with so far doing a faster time compared to the bronze. That was almost English. I think I got my point across. But let us continue. And here we are in our car select screen. Obviously, it's the Lotus Elise delivery, so I only have access to the Lotus Elise. Nice purple. And, you know what? I want to use... Let's use yellow. That seems like a Lotus Elise color.
With a dry weight of under 1,600 pounds, a little horsepower goes a long way. 124 foot-pounds of torque translates into a top speed of 125 miles per hour.
Whoa. I'll probably forget to do those for all the cars, but maybe if I remember, I will do it. But there's actually a little showcase. It's kind of like the early Need for Speed games, like 1 through High Stakes, I believe. And probably Porsche Unleashed. All the PS1 era games had like little showcases that you could do for the cars. But let's select this. We'll select manual transmission. And yeah, let's get going and notice all of the other differences with this game. So we have our starting thing here. We only have one driver, of course. We are on the Scenic Drive. And it has been a long time since I've played the PS2 version, so I'm not going to remember things very easily. Apparently pressing A to advance or to confirm made my car shift down. But yeah, you may notice, if you know the PS2 version, the graphics are a little bit different. And by a little bit, I mean a lot. One thing that the Xbox does have in its favor is that it is in 60 frames per second, which is very nice compared to the 30 frames per second or less, depending on what was going on in the PlayStation 2 version. And I believe the GameCube and the PC, of course the PC version, run at 60 FPS as well. So, another thing is the physics in this game are very different. They definitely changed them a lot for the, I guess you call it the black box version of the game. And from what I've played and also even now just getting back in here, talk about that in a second. I like the black box version better. And plus you actually have different, oh, goodbye. You have different, like, handling settings to pick. And in this game you only get the standard default one. The UI is kind of similar to PS2 version, not like extremely similar. There's no more fire here. I remember this is the area where there was like a fire going on and there was a bunch of smoke and crap. Don't have that. And yeah, we have the cops, of course, but we have a couple different camera views. We have a far chase, a closer chase camera. I did not go the wrong way, actually. I thought I did. Yeah. But yeah, we got the closer chase. We have the bumper cam, which I think actually has gauges based on the car, if I remember right. Oh my god. And then this camera, which is the farthest chase camera I've ever seen in my life. It's if you want to see everything, I guess. And also, speaking of graphics, yes, this game only runs at 4:3 on every system that it was released on. It does not have a normal or a true 16:9 or widescreen mode in any version. Oh God.
19 County. I've got him again. Commencing pursuit. Vehicle is a yellow Lotus Elise.
Yeah, I'm not super in these physics so far. And that was one of the reasons why it was taking me a while to play this game, because I didn't want to deal with the physics. But now that I have started a sort of a theme of playing alternate versions or weird Need for Speed games that aren't like the main, oh God, the main versions, aka Nitro and V-Rally, even though V-Rally was not a Need for Speed game in any way except for name. But yeah, I figured since this is the oldest actual alternate version of a Need for Speed game I own, that we would hop into here. And there we go. I did it in 2 minutes and 8 seconds. I was supposed to do it, or no, 3 minutes 21? Why did it say 2 minutes and 8 seconds? I don't know. But there we go. That is that. And I think just like the PS2 version, we will have a lot of very short episodes as well. I got 3 getaways, 325 points, and I got a 1500 medal bonus. And then my NFS bank is up to 1825. Use your NFS points to unlock cars and tracks. Okay.
You have been awarded the gold medal.
Whoa! So excited. Yay, my driver profile got saved. All right, so now we can restart, watch a replay, which I will do to get a thumbnail, or exit, which actually, we do not have the... Oh my God. Oh, it just reduces the frame rate to do this. Oh, that's awful. Oh God, it's so choppy. We don't have all of the controls from the PS2 version for replays, unfortunately. Is there a change camera button at all? Is that a thing that exists? That's not it, obviously. I don't think there is. I guess I'll just see if it changes camera ever. Okay, it's funny. Both of the thumbsticks and the D-pad change the speed of the replay. That's funny. I don't think there's a way to change the camera, unfortunately. So I'll have to find a way to get a thumbnail a different way, I guess, because there's no more buttons I can press on this Xbox controller. Anyways, yeah, we'll go ahead and exit. And there we go. We got the gold medal for the Lotus Elise delivery. Nice voice crack. So that will conclude this first episode of Hot Pursuit 2 on the Xbox. And yeah, this is going to be... It's going to be something, that's for sure. I don't actually know what the difficulty is going to be like, if it's anything like the PS2 version, which had some very difficult races, but we'll see. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode where we head to the championship mode. Let's go.